Guess what, folks? I recorded this once, and then when I checked the camera, nothing was there. So guess what? I get to record this all over again. The joys of YouTube. Why can't technology just work when you want it to work? Beats me. Hello folks, welcome back to this interesting video where I should be updating you on what's going on with me and this channel. And well, I think some of you may have noticed already, and especially if you read the community post, that I was making changes, and some of those changes have indeed happened. I'm here to explain to you further what's going on, why I'm doing it, and most importantly, what you can expect from me coming forward here on the Affro Show. Let's begin with the most obvious change, and that is Affro's Curiosities. Where is it? It's still here on the Affro Show, at least seasons 1 to 6 are. Obviously, newer seasons have now gone to my second channel called Affro's Curiosities Official. There, not only are all the playlists available for you to see in clear daylight, but more importantly, Season 7 will be updated there instead. So for those of you who want to see Affro's Curiosities Season 7 still play out, go to that channel. It will be in the link in the video description below, in the pinned comment, or more importantly, in the channel bio, and there'll be a link there to it. So officially that's my second channel now. So yes, I've got a second channel and Affro's Curiosities lives there. Also, while we're here, there'll be a new segment coming soon to that particular channel called Affro's Curiosities EX, or Extra for short. What is it? Simply put, it's a little extra tidbit where a lot of people were asking me lots of different questions on why the system for them wasn't working, or the best retro setup, and so on and so on. And I figured, rather than make a dedicated Affro's Curiosities video for that topic, instead I could make a shorter video, a more bite-sized version, and talk about the issue in question and just focus specifically on that. That way I can hopefully help more people solve their problems in their retro or current setups, along with emulation issues if people have anything wrong with emulation. And no, I won't be doing tutorials or ROMs or whatever else. Just little fixes if you're trying to work on certain parts of your retro, modern, or emulation setup, along with just taking a look at general things such as even video quality, or why certain cables don't work on HDMI displays natively. That's what I'll be there for. Hopefully episodes will be coming soon, and it being a bite-sized version of Affro's Curiosities, it should be easy to make, but we'll see how that goes. Now that's the second channel. What about this channel, the Affro Show, the channel that you're watching right now? What's happening here? What are the plans? And what are my thoughts on content going forward? I've got a few ideas and I'm still trying to work them out as we speak, but I've decided to settle on 3 key pieces of content for this channel. And the first one is pretty easy, Affro Plays. So what's Affro Plays? Well, it's a segment on this channel that I started last year where I basically let's played one type of game for a little bit of time before moving on to the next one. The only one that was being played consistently was Racing Lagoon, because that one was popular enough where I justified making a second video. Now Affro Plays will be coming back, however it will be different. How different? Well, the concept will be the same. I'm let's playing a single game, but I'm going to make it more cinematic and more dramatic and more interesting. So the face cam will be similar to what you see now, just integrated with the game. I'm going to have more narration, so a narration that doesn't come from me speaking live or speaking at the time during the camera segments. And more importantly, there'll be more camera cuts, more custom music, i.e. music that isn't in the game but I can choose myself. And then more importantly, it'll be more dramatic. It's going to be a lot more like a TV show, I suppose. See it that way. Hopefully it'll be a lot more interesting than your typical standard Let's Plays, because at this point I'm just tired of doing the same thing, and I'm tired of making things just already as they are. What I'm trying to say here, folks, I'm trying to say that I don't like making content when it's just the same thing over and over again. I like to inject creativity into it, and I'm not trying to offend those who do content the way that I was doing my Let's Plays. It's obviously fine and it works for some people and it will work better for others. But for me personally, I like to make content which is a lot more engaging, interesting, and more dynamic. That's what I want to do with Affro Plays, but I'm sure in the future, once I get my head round to what exactly I want to do with Affro Plays, the vision will be a lot more clear, but that's my ideas for now. Now my second idea is a new piece of content, and it will be reaction videos. Most of you know what a reaction video is. There's all kinds of them on the internet, there's all sorts of them, but these kind of reaction videos are going to be ones where I'll be reacting to something in real time. I can pause my laptop and talk about how I feel to the camera, and of course I'll be able to express myself and say if I've got any experience about it, you know, how I feel about it. So it's not going to be a reaction video where I sit there, let the camera play out, let the footage play out, and then I react later. I'll be reacting in time, pausing, stopping the video, talking, telling you what I think, and then letting it carry on. Not only will this make the video more transformative compared to just sitting there and watching, but more importantly, it will circumvent, to a degree, YouTube's content ID claim system, where if you see copyrighted content, it will go, nope, not for you. But again, using this method, hopefully, it will make most content that I want to react to a lot more interesting. Now, these reaction contents don't have to be limited to gaming. One example would be Gladiators. So I've been watching the new Gladiators here in the United Kingdom, but I've gone back and watched the old versions, and more importantly, I've realized that international versions existed, and recently I checked out the 90s Australian version, and I figured, oh, this would be something I would love to react to, just because I can not only see a different side of Gladiators, but more importantly, I can use what I know from the British version and apply it to the Australian version. Maybe I could label it British guy reacts to Australian Gladiators. Who knows? But that's one idea. Of course, there's all sorts of various pieces of content that I could react to. So we'll see about that. But that's the idea I've got for that particular segment. And of course, my last segment that I really want to do is commentary videos. In other words, I would sit at the camera, facing you folks now, as you can see, and then I talk about any subject that is concerning me or interests me in current media. Now, I can talk retrospectively as well, of course, but ideally I want to focus on the mainstream news and talk about exactly what's going on, along with my thoughts on it from a consumer, from an average gamer, as we'll call myself, and to see how it may affect me. And if it affects me in a certain way, it could affect you too. There's all sorts of things I could talk about on that segment, and actually that segment would be the quickest to make, because I just pop myself here, talk about something for a bit, and then put it onto the internet. So this should be the easiest content to make, but of course it means I've got to rehearse a lot, research a lot. Unfortunately, my laptop is over there, so I can have a quick glance and see exactly what I want to say, and along with putting it on screen, of course, for your viewing pleasure. Overall, folks, you can tell from this rambling speech that the Affro Show is going through a lot of changes. I hope the changes will not only bring more creativity to me, but more enjoyment to you, and that's why I'm doing it. And at this point, I've been so inspired by other people who are commentating on recent events or reacting to various content, or seeing Let's Players change up their content a bit. I want to do the same thing as well. And besides, it's just going to be a lot more fun for me. You know, I'm 30 years old now, and I kind of know what I want to do in life, at least on YouTube, and I want to make it happen. Will it take a while? Yes. Will it be a lot of hard work? Yes. Will it be difficult for me at first? Yes. And of course, will it be tough for me to figure out what style I want from all these new content? Yes. Is it worth it for me? Absolutely. And will it be beneficial in the long run? I hope so. Obviously, I know some of you are going to be upset hearing this update, because a lot of you subscribe to this channel for Affro's Curiosities, but I do hope for those of you who have done that, you'll go to my second channel where Affro's Curiosities will live on and you can enjoy it there. As for the rest of you though, I do hope you're looking forward to the new content as much as I am, and I look forward to getting it done as soon as possible. But again, it will take some time, so please bear with me, and fingers crossed all goes to plan. We shall see. Anyway folks, thank you for listening, and hopefully I will see you next time. See ya!